The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking for a man. It's Hodges. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Bounce House is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Swings it out to his running back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Come on. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The sneak scores it.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On this 3rd and forever. Lewis to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Briggs. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
Unleashes one deep. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Miller. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts. And
breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
To the air, it's Hodges. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That was an exceptional read by the quarterback.
And I think it's very underrated when you say, oh, just stick it in the belly of the running back and we're just going to read it. Well, the quarterback doesn't know if the running back's taking. The running back doesn't know if the quarterback's taking. A nice job sticking in there, read it really quickly, the QB jetting and taking off.
Finds the tight end. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Shaking, bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Moore. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds.
There he goes. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown, Buffs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He slings it deep to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
To the air, it's Hodges. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it out quickly. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Turning it on. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hodges. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Catch in the middle. It's Briggs. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just steamrolling the defense. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all to the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Knights! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will try to kick this one in to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Sowell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still over the ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes need to pick it up on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. From the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Buffaloes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. All by himself down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some...
To the end zone, and is picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. And the Buffaloes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement out front. Let's keep this drive going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Finding open areas. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
He's tackled at the 31. And that's the first down for the offense.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Lewis to throw. Got a man. It's Miller. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sure hands. It's Floyd. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down. Quarterback
making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Knights! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Lewis wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
That's caught. It's Miller. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keeps it. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Running to Green. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF! And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Price. ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try the run. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Now on the move. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves this.